Hi, I'm Jim Brickell from Edler Ford Lincoln, and this is the 2022 Ford Ranger XLT. In this video, it's an orientation for new vehicle owners. I'm going to show you where the major features are located and how to use them. So let's take a look. On the driver door, we have our power windows. The driver window is an express down and express back up. You just have to hit it once. We have our power door locks, and then we have the headlamps, including the automatic position. To the left of the steering wheel, we have the power mirrors for the outside. So at the middle switch, you pick which mirror, and then you use the arrows to adjust accordingly. On the left-hand side of the steering wheel is a release for the steering wheel. You can move it in and out. You can move it down, you can move it up, and when you find the position that's right for you, you're going to lock it back in place. Now, on the steering wheel, we have this 5-way, so it says OK in the center, and then you've got the arrows. That is controlling what's up here in your display area. So right now it's saying trip 1, the speedometer is showing 0 kilometers per hour. Now, as we hit the down arrow, you're seeing distance to empty of 78 kilometers. A trip odometer. Since last reset, this vehicle has gone 4,204 kilometers. Down again, trip timer. And you can reset it by pushing and holding the OK. Keep it holding until it goes all the way across, and your timer is now reset. So the timer is for how long the engine's been running. So that's why it keeps going, but if I shut off the vehicle, it will stop going. I push down, I've got average fuel economy. Well, I just hit the reset, so that's not showing anything at the moment. And a little 4-way, 0 kilometers since reset, and still 78 kilometers to empty. And then when we go back, we're back to our speed of 0 kilometers an hour. Now, we can go to the left. Now we've got more choices. Trip 1, Trip 2, fuel economy, driver or truck info, driver assist. And when we hit the OK, this brings us to things like blind spot. So the blind spot is on. Cross traffic alert, that's when you're backing out of a parking spot. The vehicle is looking sideways for you and letting you know if there's a vehicle approaching from either direction. Driver alert. In the event the truck does not think you're paying attention, it can display a coffee cup where this is currently displayed to let you know that you might want to take a break, get some caffeine, a little bit of a rest. And down on showing unavailable right now because we're not actually going anywhere, but that's what the coffee cup would look like when they do display it. So we go back to the left, and below driver assist, we have settings. We hit OK. First one comes up is vehicle. Lighting. So we go to the right, automatic high beams. So when you're driving at night, the high beams can come on automatically, gives better visibility out on the road. When another vehicle is detected, it automatically puts them back down to regular. Your auto lamp delay. Earlier we mentioned you have automatic headlamps. So at nighttime they will come on, but how long do you want the lights to stay on after you shut off the vehicle? They can go immediately, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. You can even go all the way to 2 minutes. I think 20 is going to be plenty enough for me to get into the house. So back to the left, back to the left. After lighting, we have locks. Auto unlock, auto lock, auto unlock, mislock, switches inhibit, and remote unlock. Do you want to do just the driver door, or do you want all the doors to unlock together? I'm going to put it up for all the doors. And we go back to the left, and now we're down to neutral tow, preconditions not met, see the manual. And after that, we come to my key. with My Key, it's for people with beginner drivers in the family. You can program a key to use as a My Key. Your beginner driver, it would limit their top end speed, stereo volume. Certain things won't work until the seatbelt's done up. So, a good thing when a person is learning how to drive. Next one down says display. The distance, do you want it in miles and gallons? Do you want liters and per 100 kilometers? Do you want kilometers per liter? Temperature, would you like Fahrenheit displayed or Celsius? Tire pressure, pounds per square inch. And language, you've got a choice of English, Spanish, and French. So choose the one that works best for you. Back to the left, back to the left. And that was our settings. Back to trip 1, we hit OK, and we're back to our speedometer showing. Now, the lower buttons on the left-hand side, this is for your cruise control. So you turn on cruise control. Up top, it's going set. You would hit set. If you want to then go up a mile per hour, you would tap set plus. Down a mile per hour, set minus. If you hit the brakes while you've got the cruise control on, it still keeps the speed in memory. So when you would then hit resume, it would take you back up to your preset speed. Can is short for cancel, and then of course off. On the right hand side of the steering wheel, we have our volume up and down, seeking to the next station and changing the media. Then we've got answering a call, hanging up on a call, the voice activation, and the house. This one here, if I'm not mistaken, takes you to the settings screen in the center. So over here you've got the house, which shows your audio is off. Compass, so we're pointed east at the moment, where to connect a phone. So with your Bluetooth device, you would tap that, go to your phone, to your settings and Bluetooth, and follow the instructions. Up top, we've got our clock, and when you tap on the clock, it brings you to clock settings. So there is a 24-hour mode if you're military and you prefer that. Resetting the clock to GPS time, and if it's not right, you can change the hours, you can change the minutes, the AM or PM. So we go back from there. Now, across the bottom, we have audio, climate. So right now it's set for 20 degrees. Air is in the panel vents and across the feet. Rear defrost is here, your fan speed, air conditioning, and the temperature for the passenger. Phone. So as you can see, this one has several phones connected to it. So we're going to have to do a reset to take those out. Now, we go over here to settings. We go to general. We scroll down to the bottom and it says master reset. So master reset, all system settings will be reset to factory defaults. All user authorizations will be canceled if applicable. Your service provider subscriptions may not be canceled at this time. Disconnect all USB and Bluetooth devices before proceeding. Now that we've completed the master reset, this is where you would add a phone. Across we've got apps, so add a device, find mobile apps, and then to settings. We've gone over the clock, Bluetooth, and phone. 911 assist, once your phone is paired to the vehicle, activate 911 assist. In the event you're in a collision and the driver airbag inflates, your paired phone would automatically call 911. Under general, another place that you can select your language, your temperature units, your measurements, if you want the screen to beep every time you touch it, And here's an important one, automatic system updates. So automatic system updates is on, but you need to connect to your Wi-Fi in order to do so. So when you get the vehicle home, you're going to view available networks. You're going to hook up to your home Wi-Fi. View current software versions, scan for updates now, and software is up to date. In this case, a little backwards, so you would probably want to check, see if there's any further updates. Now we go back, scroll across, another place you can connect to your Wi-Fi, Ford Pass Connect, which is definitely recommended. So download the Ford Pass app, create an account, load in your vehicle, activate it, and you're going to get a lot of great features out of that. So we go to Vehicle, Rear Occupant Alert. So if you've got some little ones and every time you shut off the vehicle, it's going to tell you to check to make sure that you take them out of there and that you don't leave them in. If you don't have any little ones, you can shut this feature off. You'll get a reminder twice a year to say, hey, it's off. Do you still want it to be off? Camera settings. So there's enhanced park aids. You can see in this little diagram here, it shows some dotted lines. So as you're turning the wheel, it shows you where the vehicle is going to go, and the green, yellow, and red, those stay straight. Rear view camera delay, if you want the camera to stay on and showing you what's behind you once you're actually moving forward. So that was your vehicle. Over here it says display. Now on display, if this is too distracting for you, you can turn it off. Then you decide you want it again, tap the screen, it brings it back right to the same spot. Background, you actually have a choice of a couple of these. So you want to change it. So the pattern is up to you. Next one is brightness. So you can make it more bright or dim. And then mode. You've got an automatic to switch between day and night. This one is the day. And here's the night mode. So the background goes darker, the writing becomes white, makes it easier to see at nighttime. And put it back to automatic, so it will shift between day and night depending on the time of day. So that's where your settings are. We hit the house and we're back to the home spot. Down below we have the volume for the stereo. We have the tuner for the stereo. You can see between stations. And then we have our air conditioning. So the temperature up and down for the driver, the fan speed, temperature up and down for the passenger, defrost, max defrost, rear defrost, automatic, air conditioning, max AC, and recirculate the air. Two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive high and four low. And here we have the override for the auto stop start feature. This one here is when you're towing a trailer. And the other one is traction control off. Shifter, emergency brake, and that's the major controls in your 2022 Ford Ranger XLT. Enjoy your vehicle. I'm Jim Brickell.